Here's a quick video showcasing some of the components of your printhead. I'm going to go through alignment. I'm going to show you a couple of the components of the printhead and also what everything does. We're going to end it with cleaning. All right, I took the metal shroud off just to show you what's underneath it. These two are your valves. You got an ink valve. This is valve number 7, and valve number 3 is your backflush valve. Ink is coming through your tube into your gun body, and the gun body is where it modulates your ink stream. The ink stream starts as a solid ink stream, and then it actually breaks it up into droplets, kind of like this here on the screen. You can see it. So when it's coming through your charge tunnel, right here it's charging that ink stream and breaking it up into droplets. If you look with a little magnifying lens called a loop, you can see inside of there, and you can see that it is actually breaking it up into the droplets. The next component here is your phase detector to see that those droplets are being broken up properly. Here we have our deflection plates, and our deflection plates kind of throw that ink into the front side of your print head here. Now, this is your positive deflection plate, and it's grabbing the positively charged ink and throwing it. The rest of the ink gets recuperated through your gutter. Now, here's how you align your ink stream. Your ink stream from the side, I like to look at it just with my hand there because it's such a small little thread of ink, needs to be centered in this gutter. What I'm looking at is the very back of the gutter right there, and you probably can't see it on the camera, but it's got to be centered in there horizontally. And then if you're looking at it from above, you want to be about 80% off to the right. So I like to tell people to follow this bent deflection plate because that's the shortest throw distance. So you want to be 80% off to the right. How we adjust our ink stream is there's a little lock screw right here. I'm using a 1.5 millimeter Allen key. There's one lock screw. You break that lock screw free, and then you have a cam screw here. This cam screw adjusts your ink stream. It adjusts this mounting plate that your gun body is mounted to, left and right, sideways like that. So if you want to adjust it off to the left or the right, you're going to break free this lock screw and adjust your cam screw right there. Once you get it 80% off to the right following this deflection plate, go ahead and lock it back down. If you want to align it up and down, you have 2 locking screws. You got one here and one to the front. Again, same thing. You just have a little quarter screw cam screw, and that just adjusts it up and down. When you're done, lock your lock screws. Now sometimes when you're locking these lock screws back down, you're going to move that ink stream again just because of the physics of, you're tightening a screw against this plastic body. So you might have to kind of offset your ink alignment and slowly tighten it, and then you'll follow it and just make sure that it's centered in your gun body. Now finally, cleaning it. You typically have the shroud over all of these components. The shroud is protecting a lot of this wiring from the MEK. That MEK can break down the coating on the wiring, and therefore you could get malfunctions. So that kind of protects all of the internals right here. So I don't have that on right now, so just pretend that I do. And when we are cleaning, I'm going to kind of mess this up, get it dirty, shake it around, just so we can get ink spraying everywhere. You know what? Let's just get a lot of ink. All right. So when we are cleaning our print head, if you're on the fly, you can clean it, but you don't want to get too much solvent in your gutter if it's jetting. So rule of thumb is you just shut your jet off, you stop jetting, wait for that to shut down, and then you can go ahead and clean the whole thing. If you do get these deflection plates wet, if ink gets on them, if ink splatters on them, or solvent gets on them, or condensation, if it's a very humid day and you're not in a temperature regulated environment, you'll get an HV fault thrown on there. HV fault means that these are just wet. That's all that it is. They're wet. You got to clean them off, dry them, and then you can continue to run. So the last portion of the video is just how to clean it. A lot of people are a little wary of cleaning. They don't spray too much solvent, but you really got to get solvent in there. And one rule of thumb is if you're not jetting that frequently, your nozzle could back up. You can get ink dried up on the front of your nozzle. So don't be shy to just spray it right into that nozzle, into the charge tunnel, because if ink dries up in there, the ink can't pass through. Clean your deflection plates nice and good. And your gutter. I clean everything off though. Finally, the gutter. The gutter can get a lot of buildup on it as well. Spray everything down, and notice I'm not really going anywhere past the back of this gun body. One, you do have the metal shroud on there, but you don't want to spray up in here too frequently. And you can go ahead and start jetting, and that's the proper cleaning method.